Greetings, ghouls, and welcome to another dive into horror anthology television. Tonight, we're talking about Love to Death from Season 3 of Tales from the Crypt. We open up and we're in a daydream sequence. In his vision, Edward, who we learn is an aspiring screenwriter, gets home from work and his adoring wife greets him in the best possible way. Sadly for Edward, played by Andrew McCarthy, in reality he's single, but Miranda, his neighbor, is the girl of his dreams. Edward runs into her on his way down to the laundry room. He spies on her from the corner of the room, imagining her as the character from his screenplay. She doesn't even notice him, but on his way back to his room, he does catch the attention of their creepy landlord, who notices Edward's crush on Miranda. Edward finds out which room Miranda, played by Mariel Hemingway, lives in, and finally has a plan to get introduced to Miranda. So after some more writing in his story, he musters the courage to go up to her room. She thinks he's a delivery man or something until she notices him snooping around her desk. He's swiftly dismissed, but on the way out, she invites Edward over for a drink at another time. So he gets all dressed up, buys her flowers, and knocks on her door one night. He gets no response, but we see the landlord watching over him. Edward finally takes the hint that he's wasting his time when he sees Miranda come home with a man. Later on, Miranda bumps into Edward in the elevator. She remembers Edward and they were supposed to have drinks the other night, so she invites him up to her place. She has an honest approach with him. He opens up about wanting to go out with her. She tells him that unless he's rich and famous, it's not going to work out. Her phone rings and she's busy again. Poor Edward can't catch a break. He fantasizes about holding her from the back, but then gets beaten up when he actually does it. He's thrown out of her place. Later, he goes to deliver the rent money to his landlord and finds his door open, so he walks inside. The landlord is one spooky dude. He's always smoking cigars and wheezing up a storm. The landlord, played by David Hemmings, asks Edward if he really loves Miranda. He says yes, and then we learn about a new option, a heart-shaped love potion. Edward is gifted with it. He takes it up to Miranda's place and doses her. Within seconds, it works and Miranda suddenly falls madly in love with Edward. They do the hanky-panky so much that night that the next day, Edward is exhausted. He finally finds time to work on his screenplay, but Miranda is obsessing over him and it becomes impossible for him to work. She drains him dry and then wants even more once he's finished. This is becoming a huge problem. He's so excited to get away from her now, but she doesn't want to leave him for even a second. He goes back to the landlord and asks for some kind of potion that will end her love, but there is none. Death is the only escape. Edward is in a terrible position, forced to make a choice. He puts the vial of poison in one glass, but he wasn't aware that the other glass was dirty. Loving him so much, Miranda takes the dirty glass and Edward takes the poison. He finds himself in the afterlife, and only a moment later, he's met with Miranda calling his name. We learn she jumped out of a window when she found out he died. So now he's stuck with her forever, with her new busted up face. He screams, and this is it for these two. Overall, this episode delivered some interesting commentary on the pursuit of love and crushes. If you really like someone but they're cold and don't prioritize you in their life, move on before it's too late. Having a mutual spark that ignites your love will feel effortless and worth pursuing. If Edward had taken the hint and she wasn't interested, this all could have been avoided. But instead, we have two dead characters stuck in a situation that no one deserves. It's a powerful be careful what you wish for tale that we can learn from. In a society that tells you anything is possible, it's essential to consider consent. No one that you date is an object for your whims and desires. They have goals and dreams for themselves that may not align with your picture of the future. Andrew McCarthy, who played Edward, has had a vast career. He has plenty of acting credits and even directed 6 episodes of Gossip Girl and 15 episodes of Orange is the New Black. He's probably best known for his role in Weekend at Bernie's. Truly a multi-talented man. The landlord was played by David Hemmings, one of the great English cinema icons from the 1960s. He's best known for the movies Blow Up, Deep Red, Barbarella, and Gladiator, where he played Cassius. The central plot was brilliantly and put together, and the story flowed well. There's a good amount of tension, and the tone was consistent throughout. The pacing worked well, and there was a good amount of suspense. The mystery of how this would end kept me guessing. The story's world felt real even while using magic. The The ending was effective and pretty terrifying, actually. To be stuck in the afterlife with someone who loves you, not for you, but because of a concoction you gave them, that's truly unsettling. This episode offers food for thought on love and relationships. It warns us not to lie about ourselves or our feelings. I rate this one a solid 8.5 out of 10. I like the themes and plot a lot. The characters were brought to life by talented actors, and everything else worked well. Let me know what episode of Tales from the Crypt you want me to cover next. And remember to be well and stay spooky.